Dun, 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 dun. Bring y'all back.
As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Cornhuskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
He's changing the play. Handoff for Malton. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hines is tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
On the draw, it's Malton. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The fake that wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, They were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside. It's on. He's stopped.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quickly to the tight end. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to establish the run. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Running it to the right. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
This crowd knows when to bring it. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Ripping through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Sells to run, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Release to the back. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The play fake. Buying time to his right. Lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Moulton. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's James. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive, and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Still looking to his right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The run inside. It's eyes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pass. It's Calandria. They're all over it. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off-play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Oh, pressure's coming. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sells to run, wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out wide left, it's James. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's inside. It's Ives.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to let it go. Goes high to pull it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll go back to the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Follows his blocks. It's Ives. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this team...
Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Turns it upfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Drops back on first down. Connection to the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Going to throw it deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. Under pressure. And down he goes. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's Houston with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And that'll cap their season off at a very respectable 9 and...
Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's James. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Got the big tight end on the corner route.
Hey, listen, I'm going to look across the board if I'm a quarterback, and I'm going to find my matchups, and I got man-to-man, and I got a corner route. I throw that thing towards the sideline, let my receiver do the rest, and he does. Goes up and catches the football while he's being guarded and contested. That's a tough catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Right down the boulevard. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Driving forward, it's Moulton. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. He's piled up 76 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. Kamari again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Iowa. He'll try to tack on one more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. From deep, it's Clark. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for running room. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Calandria. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got it, looking for the first down. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the...
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose a couple on 4th and 2.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. He's up to 86 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Unloads it left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making the adjustment. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it on the sideline to the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Catch in the middle, it's Diaz. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Handoff from Alton. Jumped on top of the pile.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires left. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Hawkeye. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nice move to pick up yardage. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Gonna take a shot. He's got it way down the field. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Huskers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he's got some space. All the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Rashada Downs going up top. to his right, trying to make a big play. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
And as he throws, it falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Iowa spends his second timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Pulls it in, it's Moulton. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He wants to throw it again. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball.
Unleashes one deep. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Left side, it's Moulton. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Cornhuskers looking to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
No matter how much college